Zap 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 Lightning. Zap Zap Lightning. Lightning.
Hello everybody, it's me, the LEGO Dude, and in today's video I'll be breaking down all the new LEGO Star Wars leaks that we've gotten within the past few days. My last video had a couple of mistakes on these sets, so this one will clear all of that up. Kicking things off, we have pictures of the 75393 X-Wing vs TIE Fighter mashup for $110 with 1,063 pieces and releasing on August 1st. First, taking a look at the box, it shows a cool space scene in the background with the TIE Fighter and X-Wing fighting in space. The box has a multicolored stripe to represent that it's based off the Rebuild the Galaxy TV show, which we can also tell with the logo on the bottom left corner. Looking at the minifigures now, we have generic TIE and X-Wing pilots who look fine, and the L360 Astromech, who is a new character in the Rebuild the Galaxy TV show and has a cool new Astromech design. The other two minifigures are the main protagonists of the Rebuild the Galaxy show named Yessie Scale and Sig Greebling. Both of these minifigures have great prints and additional staffs included as well, so I would say that they're the standout minifigures in this set. Looking at the builds now, we first have the TIE Fighter, which is decent but a huge downgrade in quality from the 2021 version for a calculated nearly 20% price increase. The wings are nearly the same but slightly worse, with some additional detailing left out. The body section on the other hand is a massive downgrade. There's a whole jumbled mess going on that is worse and smaller in size, and the cockpit piece used here, while not horrible, seems like a poor piece usage. It seems to be a lazy reuse from the TIE Bomber or just a poorly designed new piece. Either way though, it really just doesn't look that good. In opposition to this, we have the X-Wing, which might be one of the best X-Wings that LEGO have ever made. It efficiently uses pieces in areas such as the front section on wings and is more carefully detail oriented near the center. It manages to compact the X-Wing size while still catching its shape as accurately as possible. Looking at the main feature of the set now, it allows for you to switch the wings of both ships, which actually makes the TIE Fighter look better, which might have been LEGO's plan with the subpar cockpit design. And it does partially work, with this being an absolutely amazing play feature. Overall, it's an interesting concept with a phenomenal X-Wing build, but for $110, I'm skeptical of its value, especially when we just had larger and better versions of an X-Wing and TIE Fighter available for a combined $95 only just last year. Next up, we have the 75389 Darth Millennium Falcon for $180 with 1,579 pieces releasing on August 1st. The box art shows the twin suns of Tatooine in the sky and the Falcon flying through the desert. This set is also based off the Rebuild the Galaxy show with the same tricolored stripe and logo as the X-Wing vs TIE Fighter. Looking at the minifigures now, we have a star-studded lineup. First is Beach Luke, who looks absolutely hilarious and is presumably going to be middle-aged and retired to a beach on Tatooine in the show. This would be a hilarious joke since Tatooine is just completely made of deserts. Next up is Jedi Vader, who is basically just a color swapped Darth Vader. He looks to be a solid minifigure, but the eyepieces being swapped white doesn't look that good. Otherwise though, it's a great pull from the comics that is amazing to be getting in actual minifigure form. Next up is Darth Dev Greebling, who is related to Sig Greebling in an unknown capacity and looks superb with an Inquisitor-inspired suit design and his apparently prosthetic hand, which is an interesting detail potentially pointing to parts of the plot of the show. Next up, we have quite possibly the greatest concept for a minifigure of all time with Darth Jar Jar, who looks phenomenal but could have been a bit better. His torso print is great, but he's missing any sort of arm or leg printing, which makes him look bare bones, which is especially emphasized with him having no cape. His double-sided lightsaber is cool though. I would have preferred a robed print design with a cape, however this minifigure as is superb and technically makes Darth Jar Jar canon in at least one version of the Star Wars universe, which is hilarious. Next up, we have the worst minifigure here with Darth Rey. It looks decent and nothing much more. A big shout out to all the comments in my last video telling me the lightsaber handle is just a normal binocular piece and nothing new, which would have allowed for a double-bladed lightsaber, meaning that this minifigure doesn't even have that going for it. Finally, we have Darth C-3PO, who looks amazing, with the red eyes, dark side pattern leg prints, and his evil arm with the high level of red technical wire printing. Looking at the Falcon itself now, I can safely say that it has a 10 out of 10 design. The red and black color scheme as usual is superb, and the design itself is incredibly detailed and designed and has been refined a great deal. The cockpit is a brand new red, transparent, removable and printed piece, which is awesome, and the three large panels on top can be flipped out on their hinges to access the mostly barren but very spacious interior. The customary spring-loaded shooters are also included alongside the topside turret and the radar dish, which both look amazing. The landing gear also appears to be retractable, and with all of this combined, I can safely say that this will be an absolutely phenomenal set. Next up, we have the 75392 Droid Factory set, which will cost $100, have 1,186 pieces, and release on August 1st. It will include small buildable versions of R2-D2, Chopper, R2-KT, and R2-Q5. Shout out to someone in my comments who pointed out that this was R2-Q5 and not R4-K5. To customize them, there's going to be be additional accessories such as hats, bow ties, mustaches, a rubber dinghy, and sunglasses. For $100, it doesn't look very promising, but we should probably wait and see if it has any more builds that we just haven't been shown yet. It'll also have a 25th anniversary Child Leia minifigure with a printed tile of her pet droid Lola. And while it's disappointing to have a generic minifigure take a 25th anniversary slot, it is at the very least a decent minifigure. I am disappointed that this set wasn't a buildable Max Rebo like I had predicted, but hopefully one day we will get that. The next leak we have is a Mon-Calamari clone trooper who's supposed to be in the Jedi Bob Starfighter set, but it's not 100% confirmed that it's real yet. It looks decent enough, but with the Mon-Calamari head on the clone trooper body, I'm not sure if it's real or fake. The final leak we have is a look at the inner box and the side of the box of the upcoming UCS Jabba's Sailbarge. It'll have pictures of Max Rebo and his band playing in the Sailbarge on the inner boxes, which I think is a cool choice, while the side of the box just shows the name of the set, which is the UCS Jabba's Sailbarge. Alright everyone, that is everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts on these sets in the comment section down below. Which set is your favorite? What do you think of Darth Jar Jar? Are you excited for the UCS Jabba Sailbarge? And one last thing before you leave, please remember to hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, and leave a like on the video. Bye!